5 videos, however you've chosen to engage in the blueprint path, how to start, grow, fix and scale your bookkeeping practice. It's been a few weeks for me. So forgive my brain if I've got Friday brain, but I just want to jump on, do a bit of a wrap up and look at where we are right now after this 5 days and 5 steps. So first of all, it is not too late to register. Apologies if you can hear my dishwasher in the background there. It is not too late to register to receive the 5 videos, the blueprint path, which is how to start, grow, fix and scale your bookkeeping practice. If you're just seeing this video for the first time, I will remind you that you can go and hear from lots of my clients, the clients I help to do exactly this by going to my website, the Strategic Bookkeeper global / go to testimonials and you can see lots there. We've got lots on our podcast. They're all over the place. I help bookkeepers from startup to scaling all over the world. So primarily in America, Canada, Australia, New Zealand, and we have got subscribers in the UK as well, using all the content we have. We've got 2 books that I have published, which is the Strategic Bookkeeper, the Bookkeeping Practice Blueprint. We've got my podcast, and I sometimes give you this high value content like we've done in the Blueprint Path. And then I also have my program, my membership program. So this is where you join us in the Strategic Bookkeeper Network and you come into the Strategic Bookkeeper program, okay? And on that, I'll start at the end of our 5 days. So today we worked on what you're going to do moving forward, okay? So when I talk about the blueprint path, I'm talking about this blueprint, okay? It's available everywhere. You can get it in the show notes of my podcast every week as well. And I've written a book called, as I said a moment ago, The Bookkeeping Practice Blueprint, and it's in there. So while the last 4 days were all about how to start, grow, fix and scale your practice, today was wrapping it up with holding space for you to make a decision about what you are going to do next, because there is 3 ways that you can start, grow, fix and scale your practice. And that is, number 1, you can DIY everything, yeah? So if you are going to DIY, please grab my books and my podcast, etc., and you can absolutely DIY. When you DIY, that feels like the cheapest option, right? But it's not. It is the most expensive, yeah? So why is it that? And if that doesn't make sense, because that is 100% true, because your options are to DIY, yeah, to patchwork it, which means go out and find and vet and hire and hope that, you know, through doing that you can pull it all together, because there's the 3 things that you need, yeah? You need the blueprint. You need to focus where you need to focus based on your archetype. Am I starting, growing, booked but broken, or scaling? And then the other thing is the 5 big keys, and that's where the go and find and vet and hire and hope comes in, because the first of the 5 big keys is team. Yes, team, education, assets, implementation, support. Very logical. So you can DIY, and we'll come back to that in a minute. You can patchwork it by going out and finding people and agencies and all the things and trying to pull it together. And the other option, when I said I have a program as well, is to work with me, work with us, okay? And in day 5, we looked at what that looks like as well. The choice is yours, but they are the 3 paths. No, make no mistake. DIY it all, patchwork it all, or the Strategic Bookkeeper is done for you and done with you. So just to be clear and not sit on it for too long. So when I say patchwork versus the Strategic Bookkeeper, I've done this for you. So the Strategic Bookkeeper Network, when you join my network, you're joining a licensed network. So I give you all the licensed stuff done for you. You are becoming a certified Strategic Bookkeeper through me. I even pitch you fortnightly in the Better in Business podcast, betterinbusiness.global, okay? So The reason that, so this is the absolute most affordable option. As at today, recording this video, we have, this one is, most people elect for the payment plan, which is $99 US a week for a commitment of a year. Then there's a pay in full option where we give you a $500 discount just now during the promotion, okay? And during the promotional period, which is 5 days from when the Blueprint Path finished today. So that is on Wednesday, the 12th of November, 7 p.m. my time, which is 7 p.m. Australian Eastern Standard Time. Then that finishes. So 7-day trial for $99 is also on available. All of that is at a page that I will drop in here, only available for the next 5 days. You can join my program anytime, but we do have really amazing bonuses available right now. 3,200 in bonuses, plus the 7-day trial is the option as well. And I'll drop a link in here. It's my website /next step, okay? So just going back, so let's go kind of back to front. So the Strategic Bookkeeper Network, done for you, done with you. Yeah, and I gave a lot of examples of what is done for you and what is done with you. Anything that is humanly possible is done for you. And then anything that I can't do, like I can't record your actual video sales letter, but I give you what you need to do that. And then that's a 5-minute video sales letter you need to record. Make no mistakes, you're going to have to do quite a few takes, right? It can take quite a few times to feel like you've nailed it, but you'll do that. So it's done for you and done with you. It's the only one in the world like it, okay? So then let's go back a moment with the patchwork method. So my lived experience of going out, because I didn't have this at the beginning, did I? Yeah? So my lived experience when I went out and I found, my dishwasher's getting very noisy right now. When I went out and I found coaches and I found agencies, I cringe at that one, the money I spent on all of that. And I found all the little bits and bobs, the patchwork here and patchwork there, and I pulled it all together. It cost me a fortune. It took me a long time, and so on and so on. So the Strategic Bookkeeper, done for you and done with you, is 100% the least effort and sacrifice, the least fee. It comes with a money back guarantee, so you get your dream outcome faster with less effort and sacrifice, okay? So then going back to the DIY method, so there is no guarantee of success. 90% of bookkeepers fail. You will be the amateur that's expensive to deal with. And ultimately trying to do it all yourself, the opportunity cost is massive. So look at Marianne, for example, 20 years trying, and then she achieved it. What's 20 years time, 50,000 a year? It's $1 million. So when you DIY, the actual cost might be lower, but the opportunity cost is massive. And then you naturally end up trying to patchwork some as well. Yeah, you will do that. So the actual cost of the patchworking plus attempting to DIY, opportunity cost, it is the highest cost. The time delay to result is the highest, and 90% never get there. So it takes longer. There is far more effort and sacrifice and work, far more personal sacrifice as well, and no guarantee. So something I often forget to mention is we do have a complete money back guarantee. That is so easy. What does it take to get your money back in my program? Find one new client, upgrade 1 or 2 clients, reprice a few clients. It's very easy for me to give you that guarantee, okay? Very easy, get a result. So I would encourage you to go to the testimonials page on my website. And then just going back for a moment, because today was all about taking action. So which 3 paths will you take? Which one of those are you going to do? Are you going to DIY? Are you going to patchwork? Would you like to work with us? It's up to you to decide. And we've got 5 days now for you to decide if you'd like to join us during the promotional bonus period to receive those $3,200 in bonuses. In a nutshell, it's 2 standalone, amazing, easy to complete courses, which are going to help you with everything in your practice, valued at $2,000 total. You can buy those on my website right now. And it's another AI 6-part series workshop with me that starts next Thursday. valued at $1,200. You can also buy that, but you'll get them all included if you do decide that you want to work with us by 7 p.m. next Wednesday. Beyond that, you can absolutely join us. The bonuses will go away. The 7-day trial will go away. Okay. So which one are you going to do? Yeah, or are you going to do a combo of DIY and patchwork? It's up to you. You decide. I can't decide for you. I can just present you with the information so that you can decide. So finally, I just want to recap really just real summary wise in terms of start, grow, fix, scale. So these are the archetypes. These are my archetypes that I've created, okay? And I might drop a link to the archetype quiz in here as well, which is amazing. And so let's just connect everything we've done in the blueprint path to start, grow, fix, and scale. So what stage of business are you at? Are you a startup with 0 clients? Are you a growing with 1 or more clients? It's now going to grow up your singular capacity to do the work. Are you a booked but broken? So you've filled up your capacity. Maybe you've got staff and ultimately you're finding more clients. Maybe you're working on your technical ability, but it's not translating into something like Linda achieved, which was that filled up her books, 200,000 in revenue, no technical staff, high amount of that is her profit, and now she scales. So if you are feeling booked but broken, which so many people are, is that you? Or are you only 10% the scaling? Yeah. So 6-figure freedom, really high income, all the time off you want. It's entirely possible. I'm not a superhero and I did it. The bookkeepers inside my program are amazing, but they don't have superpowers either, and they're doing it, so you can do it as well, okay? Everyone can do it. So which one are you? And 100% of you that came to my workshop today said, I'm startup, I'm growing, I'm booked but broken, and I want to be scaling, Jeannie. I want the rewards of time and money and so on. So let's reconnect to what we need to do. So if you are, let's start with the booked but broken. We need to start there. Okay, I'll make sense of that again in a moment. So if you're booked but broken, your focus where you need to prioritize is different to a startup. So if you're booked but broken, you found all the clients, yeah? You found all the clients, yay, and well done. Yeah, that's no small feat. Well done. Unfortunately, you didn't translate that into the business and life of your dreams. So what you need to do is singularly focus on your robust pricing strategy, okay? I can help you with that inside the program. Alternatively, if you would just go to my books and also my podcast, particularly episode 74567, okay? So booked but broken, start by fixing that problem. Now let's go back to the startup, because after you fix that problem, the booked but broken, a couple more things they need to do, but then they need to do exactly what a startup does, the get ready phase. Okay, if you had this from the beginning and you knew about this, you would have taken the time to do the get ready phase. So then what I need you to do is make sure that you nail the left-hand side of the bookkeeping practice blueprint. Why? Why is that? Yeah, so many of you told me why today, which was fantastic. Very, very simple, so that you don't build a booked but broken practice, also known as busy. So if you install the left-hand side of the blueprint, you are going to build highly profitable. If you don't install it, you are going to head to busy, busy, busy. That's not successful. That's failing. 90% of bookkeepers fail. That's not shutting up shop. That's getting to and staying in booked but broken. Okay, so startup, get ready phase before you answer the door to a prospective client. Growing, yeah? So if you're a growing bookkeeper and you and I are not working together, I pretty much guarantee that you have a broken business model. So you need to do exactly what I just told the booked but broken to do. So stop, look at your legacy clients and reprice all of them to exactly where they need to be. Rules of the game. That's not a maths equation. It is a robust pricing strategy that you'll find in the places I just told you. So number 1, do that. Then number 2, go and act like a startup. Do the get ready phase that you never did. Why? Why do we do that? so I don't end up at busy, I end up at successful. So simple, right? I want to keep it binary and simple for you, okay? So that is for your startup, your growing, and your book but broken. So let's say I was a book but broken, which I was, and I graduated to scaling. Yeah, so my practice, I implemented the working business model pretty much, thereabouts. We're human. You can get things wrong, make mistakes, keep going back, keep polishing it. But let's say I graduate because all of my clients are paying me what they should. I'm selling, I'm just doing all that. When we graduate to scaling, what do we want to do? One thing, we want to squeeze more juice out of the orange. The orange is your bookkeeping practice, okay? So when you get to scaling, the smart thing to do is to not put all your energy into finding new clients. That's what the growing and the startup needs to do. Yeah? For the book but broken, that will exacerbate your problem if you don't fix what's broken. When you're scaling, I'll just repeat that. The smart thing to do is not to go find more clients. The smart thing to do is squeeze more juice out of the orange. And that means advisory, standard operating procedures, and blueprint refinements. Okay? So that's a wrap on exactly what you need to do, depending on exactly where you are. So where are you in your journey? You know you need the blueprint, and you're going to make that happen with the 5 big keys. That is team. So I'm on your team today. You are learning from me. Education, learning. Assets. You're probably going to need that brochure and that video sales letter and that product letter and that social media. Who on the team is going to help you build the assets? See how they work together? And then implementation. Once you've learned, once you've built, you're going to have to implement it all in the wild. And just like Linda, someone might want to direct you and redirect you when you take a wrong turn and you get something wrong. And then be supported by a community. Okay? So make no mistake, this is the 3 things you need to start, grow, fix, or scale your bookkeeping practice. You need to know where you are, what to focus on. That's the archetype. You need the blueprint and all of it in place. That is the jigsaw puzzle. That is the working business model. Okay, if you've only got a couple of pieces, what happens if you try and do a jigsaw puzzle with a couple of pieces? And then number 3, you need the 5 big keys to actually build this and implement it and make it all work. So not too late to register to receive those videos. So I'll drop that link in here. For those of you who came along, thank you so much for joining me during the blueprint path. If you have any comments, questions, or suggestions, you can drop them in here. But don't be a stranger. You can email me anything, a podcast episode you'd like. I would love to hear from you, and I will drop our email address in here as well.